Okay, it's Friday, the 21st of November, and thought I'd just start the stream a little bit earlier today as we're going to try and build some apps because Nano Banana Pro is out. If you don't know what that is, it's a new image model released by Google. So we're going to actually just try and build an app and see how far we can get in an hour and a half. I think that was probably the main news from the AI world yesterday. So we're actually just going to go straight into it and we are going to see how far we can get. So here we go. If I go to actually X, we'll actually show you what Nano Banana is to start with. Here we go. Here is the account for Nano Banana. You can see it can create images like this, the Nano Banana process. Your prompt, input image, understand the plan, generate and refine. But these images are actually insane. Look at this one, how it explains inside the transformer LLM, how it generates text. This is a key part. Actually, text generation was pretty hard for image models before Nano Banana came along, but now it can absolutely nail it. All these explainers, look at this. Nano Banana Pro, a cartoon depicting the activation of a T cell with full signaling cascade. Here is another one, mechanism, another one that I actually don't understand. But here we go. Dumbest idea I've ever heard. So 100 million ARR inside the rise of Gamma. This is done again with Nano Banana. So let's actually try and create an app which lets other people create things with Nano Banana. We can maybe wrap a bit of a UI around it too. So we're going to use Google AI Studio. And why don't what are we going to do? Are we going to do one for teachers or are we going to do one for LinkedIn influencers? Maybe we should just do something. We're going to use Nano Banana powered apps. So down here, we can supercharge any of our apps with AI. We're going to go with this. I want to create an app called Visualize Anything, where it lets the user input a prompt and select from a list of preset styles, complexity levels, age ranges, and image sizes and aspect ratios. And then the output will explain an idea or visualize a concept or turn some text into an image. The idea behind this would be to help people who are visual learners, like, for example, teachers trying to teach people something, input a concept or an idea, and an image comes out, which then they can use for their content or lesson plans, etc. Let's make it a full dashboard type SaaS with a left sidebar with the image generation plus all the options and the history of previously created images. Let's store all these locally too. Okay, that's a pretty long-ish ramble, but let's go and build it. We've got Nano Banana selected here, and we're just going to press build. If you haven't used Google AI Studio before, it's very good. You go to aistudio.google.com and you can start building. So I think by default, this Nano Banana powered app integration actually uses the old version. So it actually uses the old model. We're going to have to change it to the new model, I think, which is, I'll find the model number, the model code in the API docs. It is, it's not 2.5 Flash, it's Gemini 3 Pro Image Preview. Okay. So it is this. This is the model code. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it's here. So I found it. This is the API docs. You've got image generation with Gemini, aka Nano Banana. If you scroll down, you can see in here multi-tone image. This is Gemini 3 Pro Image Preview. I think you can also see it in here in Gemini 3 Developer Guide. Yeah, Gemini 3 Pro Preview. 3 Pro Image Preview. Did we get that? Yeah, we did. Okay. So let's see how it rocks. This is pretty good at one-shotting stuff, to be honest. So we'll see how far it gets. We should be able to we'll be doing a few tweaks to this. But it'd be good. Let's actually try and build out a fullish application. Not sure how much time we'll have to build out the back end and front end too, but we'll see how far we can get. I like the idea of actually building this app for, say, teachers who want to visualize concepts to their students. Okay, let's do illustration style, aspect ratio. Okay, cool. Let's just change the visuals. Let's change the main image generation model to, okay. So this looks fairly simple. They've using the purples and the indigo stuff. I'm not sure I like that. We'll change that probably to a new style. If you want, you can actually go in the advanced settings and put in some system instructions to say, do not use gradients. Actually, maybe we can go avoid using gradients, purples, and blues. Let's do purples. Why can I type? Jesus. There we go. So now it has system instructions. So now it won't actually generate with gradients or with purples at all. We've got 3 complexity levels: simple, moderate, detailed, complex, visual style, illustration, photorealistic, cartoon, sketch, diagram, infographic, pixel art, watercolor. We've got complexity levels. We've got audience levels. That's pretty good. Aspect ratio is 1134, 43, 60 by 9, and 9 by 16. And now it should be adding the adding this functionality. I think if you were to do something like the back end for this, you probably use something like Firebase, because in Firebase is a Google product. It's pretty much hooks up with all of the Google integrations anyway. And if you're pushing this app live, you're going to be pushing it up to G Cloud. So G Cloud, Firebase, all the Google APIs. If you actually scale an app, it's going to probably end up using something like Vertex for the API calls. So having everything Google verticalized is probably a good way to go. I wonder if we can actually take it and do something like build out like a full Higgsfield type app. I wonder if we could do that. We might actually need to create a load of images. It might be quite expensive. These are so good. This is a great one too. Onshore versus offshore drilling process, a detailed technical breakdown. This is crazy. This was the prompt: create an infographic detailing the process of offshore drilling compared to offshore drilling. The Star Wars alphabet. Okay. Okay, looks like we're done. We have to now select an API key because this model is expensive. Let's make the layout of this app more bold and unexpected. Let's just dictate unexpected. Let's not follow traditional design patterns or font pairings. Let's make it unusual and edgy. I can't stand staring at purple gradients while we build this. So let's change it now and we'll be done with it. We can also, while we wait, let's see exactly what we can Google. Let's do Gemini API docs. I think we can actually put in an image, like a reference image with this Gemini 3 Pro image preview, because we can upload an image and say, turn this into a different style. Multi-turn image editing. Keep generating images conversationally. Chat or multi-turn conversation is recommended the way to iterate an image. The following example shows a prompt to generate an infographic about photosynthesis. Okay, and then you can use the same chat to change the language on the graphic to Spanish. Okay, that's cool. And what's new with Google Gemini 3 Pro image, you can use up to 14 reference images. These 14 images can include the following: up to 6 images with high fidelity to include the final image, up to 5 images of humans to maintain character consistency. Okay. Grounding with Google search. Use Google search tool to generate images based on real-time information such as weather forecasts, stock charts, or recent events. Ooh, that could be good. San Francisco 5-day weather forecast with close. You can do up to 4K images too. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do a maybe we could do like a real world events generator, a sticker generator. You could create an entire like sticker business with this. Acquire a sticker of a red panda. And then you could do something like on-demand sticker fulfillment. Yeah, Printful, I think. You could create like a Printful shop and then have your stickers plugged in, and then I think they ship them for you. So you can do a Printful store, use Nano Banana to create them. Okay, here we go. We have this output ratio, resolution, rendering style, complexity, moderate memory bank. Okay, cool. Now let's add the ability for people to upload reference images. I think using this model, we can upload up to 14 reference images with a restriction or a limit on the kind of images they are. So up to 6 of one and 6 of the other, I think. So edit and refine. 6 images of objects and 5 images of humans. Okay. Let's see if this figures it out. It should figure it out. It has access to the API docs. let's grab the let's grab this and give it to it if it gets an error. Upload source material. Okay, maybe we could should we try it? Let's see if the different ratios work. Illustration for a child, complexity, let's go moderate. Yeah, let's go illustration. We'll go 16:9 and we'll say generate an image showing how to properly and safely chop down a tree. This is okay. Did the image ratio notch back and cut? Maybe we'll go with cartoon. Let's go with, I'd expect this to be maybe preteen. Let's try this. Okay. Prep up and gear up, clear area safety zone. The plan the notch, not cut, the direction of fall, the felling cut, clear and clear out. Okay. I think these are okay. Now let's try and go to adult 18 plus, complexity complex, cartoon. It's going to be a realistic 1K 16:9. Let's have a look. Is it good? This is kind of notch, back cut, and hinge. It's okay. Let's try a different problem. Let's go with a illustration. We'll go with detailed 18 plus, and we'll say explain how NVIDIA works as a business. The realism, the realism is pretty crazy. I think this is using the previous model. Is this what model are we using? I think maybe this is pretty good. So we've got gaming creative GeForce. We've got Pro. Yeah, the text is good. So I think it is 3. Software and platforms, CUDA and Omniverse. Then we've got revenue growth and R&D investment. We've got the chips in the middle, data center and AI enterprise, DGX and cloud, GPU and AI chip innovation, H100 and Blackwell, virtuous cycle hardware, software ecosystem. Yeah, I think it's definitely using 3. This is good. Okay. Now what we can do is let's try and do it where it is a sketch. We'll go with complex and we'll go with adult. Do we have what resolutions? 9x16, 4x3. We've added an asset deck system. What is adding one? I think so we can upload reference images. Comic books would be good. Okay. Here we go. Subject buffer and style buffer. All right. Nice. Let's go with that. Explain how NVIDIA works. We'll go with adult. We'll go with complex. We'll go with sketch 1K, and we'll go with 16:9 again. Six images of objects with high fidelity to include in the final image. 5 images of humans. Okay. Is this complex? Vision leadership, Mars colonization. Nice, almost good. Starlink global internet revenue, vehicle integration, manufacturing design, rapid prototyping, launch services, reusability. Dragon. Yeah, okay. This is pretty good. Explain how this is a company financially. Okay, here we go. SpaceX entity with revenue streams, money stream, operating capital and investment, commercial gov contracts. Can we add financially, including reported revenues, if including Okay, here we go. We have SpaceX financial engine and revenue stream sketch analysis. This is cool. Showing the SpaceX financial engine. Okay, what else should we try and do? Why don't we try and do a 4x3? I think it is. No, 3x4. Let's do a sketch. We'll do complex and we'll do adult. And maybe we'll do actually not complex. We'll do detailed. And the prompt is going to be create a visual that explains AI agents and sub agents and how they work together to complete software engineering tasks. I want people to understand how they work. Why am I typing? People to understand how they work. At the bottom of the image, put Tom Osman on one side, and on the other side, put heyshiny.com. Maybe I can actually do a style buffer. Maybe we'll try and upload. Let's try and upload a logo. Add the logo to the image to make it black and white. See if it works. We've got style buffer, subject buffer. I think that was for people. I think the style buffer's for objects. Maybe. See that? So AI super agent, user request, task decomposition and planning, coding agent. So good. Okay. We like that. Let's we can use that one. That's so good. Okay. What else shall we do? We are unlimited at what we do. Let's try and edit this actually. I think, does this do an edit or refine? Yeah, modification. Okay. Add today's date and time in the top left. Date, time, and weather in, and current weather in Mallorca. This is where you have the search grounding. I don't know if we've added this, but it should have in Mallorca in the top left. One other thing I like to do here too, if you go back to studio, just go to chat. We'll go Gemini and we'll upload that image we just did. You say, see how it comes out. Okay, looks like this didn't work. Auto fix. Invalid value at contents. Yeah, okay, it's going to fix it. So the edit and refine isn't working, but the generate is working pretty dang well. We should do, once this is, ooh, it might be running into some errors here, which it doesn't know how to fix currently. We'll see. Maybe we're hitting some usage limits, maybe. Let's try and generate another image and we can fix that in a minute. We can say, I added this prompt to try and make an edit or a refinement, and it errored. Errored. What's that word? Maybe we're running into some rate limiting, maybe. Yeah, I think we might be. Let's refresh. We might be actually getting rate limited here. Let's go with another one. Let's go 3x4 again. Let's go 1K. We'll go with pixel art, and we'll go with complex and adult. We'll go with explain how Renaissance Technologies works from a financial perspective. With pixel art. Maybe what's happening? Okay, looks like we might be actually rate limited for a moment. But let's we can cover something else while we wait for a second, see if it subsides. Here, let's run through a couple of news bits. So, introducing group chats in ChatGPT. Collaborate with others and ChatGPT in the same conversation. This is now rolled out to everybody. I think you can now into your chat. I think we've got some sound. We can actually play this. Here we go. Turn this down or not. Sorry if it's loud. So again, you have to kind of ask it again. Like, did you make? Okay, cool. You're going to get some serious data from these group chats, by the way. Today, we're beginning to pilot a new experience in the few regions that make it easy for people to collaborate with each other. With ChatGPT in the same conversation with group chats, you can bring friends, family, or co-workers into a shared space to plan, make decisions, or work through ideas together. So whether you're organizing a group dinner or drafting an outline with co-workers, ChatGPT can help. So group chats have started to roll out to a few people. I think they're actually available to everybody because this one was a week old. Let me actually just see. I'm pretty sure it's now available for everybody unless I'm going crazy. Yeah, here you go. Group chats in ChatGPT are now rolling out globally. After a successful pilot with early testers, group chats will now be available to all logged in users on ChatGPT Free, Go Plus, and Pro plans. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wonder when we can actually get Sora in the EU because the video generation app is not available for us in the EU for some reason. Okay, next story here. Organization warns against giving AI toys to children. Here we go. Organization warns against giving AI toys to children. The organization Play Safe has issued a warning to parents who may give their children toys that use AI this holiday, noting that there are safety and privacy concerns that need to be considered. Toys use AI to interact with children might seem like a fun idea, but one organization is warning against them. It's a non-profit called Fair, and they released a advisory on Thursday morning to avoid artificial intelligence-based children's toys this holiday seasons. The chatbots embedded in children's toys, so like a ChatGPT, you can chat with it. But I think the warning is that the proper guardrails kind of aren't in place yet, and it's ridiculous to expect a young children to avoid potential harm here. Young children are especially susceptible to the potential harms, such as invading their privacy, collecting data, engendering false trust and friendship, and displacing what they need to thrive, like human to human interactions and time to play with all their senses. Yeah, I agree with kind of the way that there need to be proper guardrails in place. It can't just be like flinging out words, etc. I'm sure they're in place. But I actually would disagree, because I think they're actually going to be very valuable for kids. Having children interact with AI in the proper way kind of enhances learning in loads of different areas. Again, depending on the age, obviously, don't give them the iPad all the time, or don't give them the toy all the time. But a limited amount per day, I think, will be quite beneficial. And I think, let's be honest, most parents aren't paying a lot of attention to their kids in general. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We need the guardrails, but fair play, a warning against it, which is interesting. What else have we got today? Perplexity launches their Comet browser in the Google Play Store. So Comet is now available, the AI browser and assistant. It's actually the browser I'm using right now. We've got this little assistant up in the top corner, which you can pop open. But now you can download it on Android. It wasn't available previously. Here is some of the screens, what it looks like. Control the web with your voice. AI does research, browse at the speed of thought, shop, native block, and verify anything. And you can customize it too. So congrats to the Android users for getting it in the Play Store. Right, let's see. Are we still blocked? Are we still blocked on our app? Let's try and unblock this bad boy. What am I doing? I'm showing the wrong screen. We've got a weird width going on. Okay. This could be a rate limiting issue, by the way. I think Google models are going to be getting absolutely hammered at the moment, because obviously just come out. People will be generating billions of images with that Nano banana model. What? Let's go and kick off another app and just see if it's our app or anyone. Build me an app. I'm just going to look and see if this is actually still working or is it broken. Build me a version of Instagram that is fully AI generated. Let's see if we are rate limited or not, or if we have broken broken our app. Seems to be working. Maybe we did break our app. Oh, okay, we're back. All right, fair. Okay, we're back. Let's just see how this app comes out. So this is going to be an AI-powered version of Instagram. You've seen Sora is just like an AI-powered social network, but uses people's real likeness. We have Facebook. They've got their version of their AI-powered social feed, and I think people actually quite enjoy them. It's a very contentious topic, obviously. AI social feed. Yeah, it's called Vibes, Facebook's one, which is here. Using Vibes, a new way to discover and create AI videos. Maybe we should, yeah, let's try and create Vibes. Let's do that. You can create anything in a Google Studio, 100%. Yeah, we'll do Vibes. So how does it work? You got a feed. Oh, it's oh. A bit like a mid journey in there too. Okay, we'll give it these. Maybe we want to recreate like this is create, and then Vibes is yeah. Okay. Which one do we need? This one. We'll see if we can create the interface for that. Help me write a screenplay, imagine a rooftop garden, learn how to invest in stocks, create image, aspect ratio, aesthetics. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, we should be almost up. I can imagine it's quite expensive to run. Instagen. Okay. We need an API key. Instagen. Here we go. We've got an AI generated feed. Can we create? Yeah, we can create a new AI post. Why don't we? Yeah, we'll add these. 1, 2. Let's make it. Let's keep it fairly simple. We can turn this into a video. We can edit the original image. Okay, let's wait for it to get redesigned. Let's try our other app. Let's go with subject buffer. Let's try and add. We're going to go with a square. We're going to go with 1. We're going to go with 3D render, detailed. Let's go with that. Maybe we'll upload an image here and we'll say, make this logo 100x better. We'll see what it does. This is the, oh wait. What? Oh, there it is. This is the EU accelerationism flag. Let's give it, let's make it 3D and detailed. We'll make it good. How's our other app getting on? We can dual box AI Studio. Oh wait, I think we broke something again. But we have a new vibes We have a new vibes channel. Let's do. This is cool. Okay. We need to make these images full screen. Create new chat. Let's go with the user should be able to select what aspect ratio they use. The user should be able to select what aspect ratio they use, as well as the style of the image they want to create. Even use the meta. There you go. Oh dear. I don't think it did the last one. Let's try it again. Make a 3D version of this image for our logo. Create an image of a barbarian riding a horse for me. Oh, you've got the animate in the videos. Okay, this was pretty quick. I think this is. Can we edit it? Make the horse white. Nice. Okay. That's cool. Okay, for some reason, it doesn't like doing that image. Okay. Create an image showcasing the European tech ecosystem in in the best possible light to make people bullish on the EU. Let's go with output ratio of 16:9. We'll go 1K. We'll go sketch. We'll go with complex, and we'll go adult. Let's execute. Please don't error. Oh, it changed it. Okay. Let's try it. Oh. Create an image of a cyberpunk cat. Let's go number 16. Image video. This aspect ratio looks wrong. Maybe it comes out right. Ooh, it's right. Okay. Make an image of the bird. Gonna talk. The Burj Khalifa. We'll go with photorealistic. We'll go with same. The preview should kind of be like full. Whoa, that's on the money. So vibes should be in a sandstorm. Ooh, okay, cool. So that's vibes. This is pretty cool. This is what Meta has. I don't think. Yeah, this vibes thing is pretty good. Looks like we get a black screen whenever I try to generate an image and I have to reload the app. I'm not sure what's going on. Create. On the image when the user clicks it. Okay, let's try this again. We'll go with 3:4, resolution 1, illustration. We'll go with illustration. Complex, adult. Create an image that represents the EU tech ecosystem. It should show it in a positive light. Highlight anything that people might not know about the EU. This is a hard one. If this can promote the EU in a positive light when it comes to tech, then Nano Banana is officially AGI. Okay, we're gonna actually try another app. We've got 30 more minutes. We've got this like Vibes app, which is working. We've got this app, which is cool. You can now use it's a Nano Banana powered app. which you can create detailed images of. Maybe you can turn this into a maybe you can turn into this like a alert, either for teachers or social copy. Maybe teachers. LinkedIn influencers would also love this. Yeah, it's okay. It's not. Okay. Why don't we try? We'll try one more. We'll try one more image. What? Oh, do we have? Let's do a sketch complex. Create a visual explaining Renaissance technologies. You can turn this into a video too if you want to. I'm not going to. Okay, cool. So it's done. It's done the layout. There we go. Very nice. You can just click into it. This is awesome. Wow. I like it. Cool. That's actually pretty good. Even though I built vibes in AI Studio. We'll wait for this image and then actually we'll start. We can create another one in here. What I want to build today, I want to build an interactive Google Maps app that finds the best route between two places. So Google Maps data, Google search data, and what are we going to need here? Video understanding, think more when needed. Maybe we're going to need Gemini intelligence into our app. Okay. I want to create a logistics application that shows a top-down view of Google Maps. On the right-hand side that covers 80% of the screen. On the left-hand side, we'll show a sidebar that covers 20% of the screen. It has an input or a starting point and a destination and various stops along the way that the person can add. I also want to give the person who's planning the route options to avoid certain places like cities, motorways, low bridges, etc. We should also overlay real-time information about events and other things that are going on around that route, just to let the person know if anything might be happening that they're not aware of. Okay, we'll see. So we can use Google Maps data, we can use Google search data, we've got Gemini intelligence, so we can add like conversation. We can integrate real-time traffic data to provide dynamic alerts for congestion. Okay. Define types of roads. Yeah, that's a good one. Automatic route optimization. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Sounds good. Renaissance technologies. Here we go. Let's try and edit. Let's say Can we add some financial information into this image too, please? Okay. Looks like the editing and refining feature is broken. Okay. Logi route. Start location, Berlin. Let's go with Munich. Oh wait, we need an API key, I think. Okay, looks like it actually can't fix this editing function. I don't know why. But you can work on that. We can work on that later. Okay, let's just add an out there. Let's brand the app for people who want to be LinkedIn. Oh God, influencers. No, we'll leave it. Okay, let's try. The map should show by default. The map should always be shown in the right hand side, even before people put in a location or destination. Oh, I know what I could do. This is gonna be a good one. Let's go with 16 by 9. Let's go with 3 by 4. Let's go with what should we do? 3D and a minimalist. Abstract. We'll go with complex, adult, and we go show me a breakdown of UK government spending in 2025 so far. Oh no, this edit refine. Boo. Generate. Generate. Why does it not show the map? Okay, Berlin Central Station to Munich. Wow, that's incredible. There we go. There's your route. Okay. Very interesting. It doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to be using Google Maps at all. Please see the image. Wow, that was stunning. Not one of its best generations. Real-time route intelligence. Widespread winter outbreak with heavy snowfall, black ice, and sharply falling temperatures across Germany. Really? Continued snowfall with potential slight risk of icy surfaces near Berlin. Whoa. I don't know what happened to this map. This is a cool image. This is nice. That was cool. Really like that. See if you can fix our map. Let's give it one where it says image profile of Jensen. Let's bump the resolution. Okay. Google Maps might actually be a tricky one for AI Studio. First thing that I've kind of found that it struggles with, which is very surprising indeed. By the way, if you actually want to use a proper image generation product and video generation product rather than my hacked together one, then you should go to Let's.ai. Let's.ai helps you create what you love. It's got a really good platform. You can train your own AI models in it. You can look at this guide. I even did a tutorial video for them too. Prompting guides, model training guides. But it's not loading. We'll come back to that in a sec. Did this not work either? Maybe that was a 2K issue. We'll go with this. Is it gonna work or is it not? Okay, we have a map. Nice. Let's go. We're going to go from Chigwell to Ramsey. Okay, so it's got the point. It's got the as the crow flies direction. That's good. Should go to Ramsey. It's 100. Is that right? Is it that far? Maybe it is. Looks like the route isn't following the roads and rather doing an as the crow flies route instead. There's a canal, by the way. Old Bedford River. Interesting. New Bedford River. Yeah, I guess they're pretty old canals. Nice. Yeah, I don't think this is a feasible route for a lorry driver, this one. It's good we've got the Google grounding data, though. This is cool. We should have like autocomplete on the start and destinations, but we'll see if this is going to get fixed. Okay, last one. And yeah, we've got a few more minutes. Does that do anything? Or is that another one? No. I like this design too. Maybe you could create like a world building app and then comes up with like detailed styles, and then you can feed it into this to create like consistent images for your brand. I love how it changes the prompt. If I go like this, it changes the prompt. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Alrighty, we can almost wrap that up. Let's see if this was working. Let's try this again. We'll go from Manchester to London. Hey, all right, all right, all right. Cool. Okay, so we've got my camera's gone off. Maybe I can just knock this off. We can